I'm going to show you how to make your shock cord mount and shock cord. What we need the actual shock cord. We will need some note card, scissors, glue, one clothespin, and then in your pencil box, you'll need the template or stencil for the actual shock cord mount. I'm going to use a marker. We're going to start by taking the stencil, trace it, cut it out. We only need one of these, and this is going to actually end up getting glued inside the body tube on the top end, and it holds your nose cone to the body tube as well as the parachute. So it has a pretty important job. If we don't have this, the nose cone and parachute end up popping off of the rocket, and then your rocket comes back down and crash lands. So we have our note card cut. We're gonna need a ruler in order to cut the shock cord, which is stretchy, to the correct length. We need 14 inches of the cord itself. So we'll use a longer ruler. Just get it close, doesn't need to be perfect to 14 inches. Okay, now we're gonna glue this inside of our shock cord mount. And what we should do with the shock cord mount, we're gonna end up folding it one layer in and the other layer over top so that this kind of locks inside of here. So I end up usually splitting this into 3 sections. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to take our Elmer's glue and we're going to start by putting some glue in spot number 2. Take your shock cord mount or shock cord and lay it in the mount in the glue. I don't want to lay it this way. I want them both going kind of in the same direction. Okay, at that point in time, I'm going to make sure there's enough glue, and I'm going to take number 1 and fold it right on the fold line here and press it into the glue into section number 2. Now, over top of that, I'm going to take my Elmer's glue again and put enough glue there. And I'm going to take now section 3 and fold that in, or I can just kind of flop this side over onto section number 3 and crease it, press it all together really well. It's going to look like this for now, and what I want to do right now is take my clothespin and I'm going to just clip it so it can dry for about 5 minutes or so. So at this point, your shock cord mount has dried, so we can take the clothespin off. We're going to take the nose cone off of the rocket. We're going to glue the shock cord mount just inside the top of the body tube, about 1.5 inches down from the top. So like in this area, just inside the rocket. So because the rocket body tube is a cylinder, we're gonna take this and we're gonna curve it so it can fit the contour of the tube. So curve it just a little bit, just bend it. And at that point, we would take our Elmer's glue again. We're gonna put some Elmer's glue on the back here. And we're gonna take that mount, stuff it down inside the body tube, and I'm pressing it against the wall with my finger. And notice that the big knuckle on my pointer finger is right here at the top of the body tube. That's usually a pretty good rule to kind of follow. That should get the depth correct. So press and hold it against the side for about a minute's time. When we're done, it should be attached like this. The cord should be out the top. And we're gonna take the cord and we're going to loop it through our screw eye, and we're going to double knot it to the screw eye. And there you have it. This will get coiled down inside. Our nose cone will sit back on top, and eventually we'll attach our parachute. Lastly, we can just trim the excess.